The fight against colonialism and the right of people to self-determination took center stage at an international conference organized by the Baku Initiative Group in Baku, Azerbaijan. The event brought together political leaders, activists, legal experts, media professionals, academics, and civil society representatives to discuss the lasting impacts of colonialism and the critical role of the media in amplifying marginalized voices, challenging colonial narratives, and promoting justice, equality, and human rights. Speakers at the conference say that despite the end of former colonial empires in many parts of the world, millions of people continue to live under colonial or neo-colonial systems that limit their political, economic, cultural, and communication rights. They stressed that the media has a responsibility to tell these stories accurately, promote truth, and ensure that affected communities have the opportunity to shape their own narratives.
Decolonization is not only a constitutional process, it is also a communication process. If colonialism was sustained through narratives, then decolonization must also reclaim the narrative.
Participants called on the international community, including the United Nations, to strengthen efforts to implement the right to self-determination in line with international law. They stressed that decolonization remains an unfinished global agenda. The Baku Initiative Group said its mission is to amplify the voices of people living under colonial rule and to promote justice, equality, and respect for human rights through international dialogue and advocacy. Executive Director of the Baku Initiative Group, Abbas Abbasov, highlighted the organization's growing international engagement.
We have also published more than 50 reports, books, and analytical studies, and submitted alternative reports to the United Nations and its institutions and other relevant international organizations. Another alternative report contributed to the United Nations Human Rights Committee's request for the French government to submit a report concerning the escalations in New Caledonia.
Conference participants also emphasized the importance of giving affected communities a platform to present their concerns directly before international institutions. They called for greater solidarity among governments, civil society organizations, including media and youth movements, in advancing the global decolonization agenda.
Human rights organizations, the United Nations, and international agencies raised alarms about transnational repression of Sikh activists by the government of India. The media amplified Sikh voices. Into a legitimate global conversation came Khalistan, which was once a taboo subject. For the first time in decades, the Sikh cause of liberation was spoken to as a movement deserving recognition. Its profile was raised across diaspora communities globally, and it allowed for solidarity building as we are today.
The meeting concluded with the renewed calls for dialogue, international cooperation, and practical action to ensure that the principles of equality, dignity, and self-determination are respected for all people. Reporting on the international conference organized by the Baku Initiative Group, this is Nezeza Muzi Aline, Global Family Media.